When a man living alone in the countryside noticed an unusually quiet parrot huddled in the corner of a bird shelter, he didn't think much of it at first. The bird, visibly frail and barely moving, seemed to be just another abandoned pet, worn out by life. But as he moved closer, he saw the telltale signs: her trembling body, labored breathing, and the strain in her eyes. She was pregnant and in deep distress. The parrot, no larger than a man's hand, struggled to lay a premature egg. The man, sensing the critical moment, gently assisted her. But he quickly realized something more troubling. She was too weak to care for the egg herself. Without hesitation, he carefully lifted the delicate egg and brought it into his home. There, he fashioned a makeshift incubator using a soft cloth, a small lamp, and his own steady vigilance. Day and night, he kept the egg warm, holding it close when the temperature dropped. He monitored every shift in temperature, his weathered hands never far from the precious shell. After several tense days, the egg began to crack. Out came a tiny, helpless chick, no bigger than a walnut, its skin translucent and eyes shut tight. The man knew this was just the beginning. He began feeding the chick warm milk through a tiny dropper every few hours. He charted its weight on a notepad, worrying each time it didn't gain a gram. He read articles, called veterinarians, and adjusted the temperature around the clock. The tiny bird became the center of his world. Weeks passed. The chick began to grow feathers and chirp weakly. Soon, it was toddling around the table, pecking at the man's fingers and mimicking his voice in squeaky tones. It followed him around the house, tugging on his shirt, playing with his shoelaces. And as it grew stronger, its mischief grew bolder, tipping over cups, hiding his keys, and making funny noises just to get his attention. The man, once quiet and solitary, now found himself laughing every day. The bond between them deepened into something profoundly paternal. The bird would perch on his shoulder, nuzzle his neck, and chirp softly as if whispering secrets. To her, he was not just a caretaker. He was family. "She thinks I'm her dad," he once chuckled to a neighbor. "And maybe I am." Now fully grown and bursting with personality, the parrot remains a lively presence in his home. She still causes chaos in the kitchen and insists on sharing his breakfast, but he wouldn't have it any other way. What began as an act of compassion had become a bond that neither had expected but both now cherish.